Good morning children, welcome back. In the previous class, we started with a new chapter, Windmill in Trouble, and we read half of it, and we read that Pete, whose house was under the windmill, his parents went out to the town and they gave the entire responsibility of the house and the windmill to him, and that day the weather was also not favorable. The storm was about to come, and the parents wanted that they should return before the storm arrives. Here Pete is all alone at home. Now let's see what happens with him. So we read till here. Let us continue. After breakfast, Pete's father said, "The wind is rising. We must get to town and back before the storm breaks." He smiled at Pete. "Be a good boy while we are gone and to take good care of Groot Vogel." Groot Vogel, the windmill. Pete's home is in large meadow, grassland. There are no close neighbors. Very well understood. There are no telephone lines either. No phone means how to communicate with each other there. However, the people in the region have worked out a special way of talking to each other through the windmills. Now they had made their what? Signs. When the wind's arms are stopped and put in a particular position, it means that the owner of the mill is resting. When the arms are in another position, it signals that the owner and his family are not at home. So this is how they made their signals of telling each other. There is one position to indicate danger and another signal that everything is alright. So they had different types of signals through which they can come to know about each other, whether the owner is resting, whether the owner is at home, or they are in danger, or if everything is alright. Okay. After his parents were gone, Pete went to his room and fell asleep. He ate his breakfast, and just like normal children, he also fell asleep. Groot Vogel woke him up. The great arms were sweeping past his window with a moaning sound he had never seen them move so fast. So he was sleeping and he got up with the different type of sound of the windmill arms, and this time the arms were moving very fast than normal. They were moving very fast and the sound was also very different. He hurried to the window and looked out. A high wind was blowing from the sea. A very strong wind was blowing from sea towards the land. The trees were bent and the meadow grass lay flat. You can very well imagine when the grass is flat. The grass will flat ho jaye, so you can understand how strong the wind is. Pete looked at the other windmills in the distance. Now, Pete being a boy, he didn't know what he has to do, but he knew little bit, and he looked at the windmills of the neighbors, and what he saw was they were dead still. They were all stopped. Who stops them? They have to apply a brake. Actually, these windmills also have a brake system. So you have to pull that rope of the brake to stop the wind, and it needs a lot of strength. So the neighbors had already put their windmills in the stop position, but his windmill was still moving. Why it was moving? Because Pete went to sleep. He didn't come to know when the storm has arrived. So their arms were locked in the position of danger, signaling of other windmill was of danger. They were telling him to pull the brake rope and stop the flying arms of Groot-Vogel, or the whole windmill might be swept away. If the Groot-Vogel is not stopped, if the brake is not applied, then the whole windmill will be gone with the storm. वो पूरा ही उड़ जाएगा उस storm में. So stop the windmill. Got it? So this is what he was to be done. He was to do. As Pete ran out of the door, the wind blew against him and knocked him down. I have to reach to break rope, he thought. The rope hung down the back of the mill, and pulling it would stop the mill's arms from spinning. Now, Pete knew what he has to do. But the moment he went out of his house, he felt that the wind is too strong and he was not even able to walk. Still, he gathered strength to move towards the brake rope, the rope for the brake to apply to the windmill. Here we go. Pete got up. Now, due to the strong wind, due to strong wind, he was knocked down. Knocked down means he fell down due to strong winds. Pete got up and pushed against the wind. Now again, he stood and he started trying to walk towards the windmill. At the same time, trying to hold to the side of the mill. He could feel the mill shaking. Now, strong is too strong. It was so strong that he himself was not able to walk. How can he stop the windmill? It was really very difficult for a small child. But he gathered courage. He gets up. And he was looking at the windmill and the whole building, and it was shaking with the wind because it was too strong. And at the same time, he was trying to hold the rope of the windmill. He could feel the mill shaking. You can see that it was shaking, and if he doesn't stop it, sab ud jayega. Would he and the old mill both be swept away? Now the winds are so strong. They can take away windmill also and Pete also. Will they stay or they will be swept? Let's read further. He tried not to think about it as inch by inch he pushed himself along the trembling side of the wood. Though he knew that this is very dangerous, but he did not think about it, and with full courage and strength, he tried to push himself towards Groot-Vogel. उसकी तरफ जाए. He could see the brake rope whipping in the wind. Now, obviously that brake rope was also whipping in the wind. It was moving in the wind. It was not easy to catch hold of that rope when it is in the wind. 3 times he grabbed at it and missed. Thrice he tried to catch the rope and he missed. He did not catch. He was not able to. Then the wind caused the rope to scrap across his face. By chance, the rope उसके मुंह के पास से निकला and he grabbed it. Got it? He grabbed the rope with both hands and pulled with all his might, with all his strength. Slowly the huge arms of the windmill came to rest. He just pulled the rope with all his strength. See, small child and such a big windmill with huge arms, that too in a storm. stormy condition. It was not easy. And here he has shown all his strength and courage, his responsibility. And he pulled it and brought it to rest. Pete felt as if he had been holding on to that rope forever. ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे पुरानी कब से इसको खींच के बैठा हुआ. After a while, the wind went away, and the wind, that strong wind, calmed. वो भी थोड़ा कम हो गई. The sky got brighter, means the weather improved. The arms of the other windmills were now signaling that all was well. Now other windmills were saying कि all well. है ना? Means he stood with that rope of brake and he kept on pulling that brake rope till the weather got okay. Just when Pete released the rope, now when he will leave that rope, the windmill will again start rotating. Pete released the rope. He saw his mother and father running towards him. By then the parents also came back from the town and he smiled and waved. As he waited for them, he felt very big. He had saved Groot's Google behind him. The great arms sailed slowly round and round. So the parents, they were coming towards him and he was waving and he felt very good, satisfied that he has done his responsibility, his duty towards his house, towards the windmill and the family by taking care of the Groot Google. And he released the rope and the windmill gradually again started moving and everything went perfectly well. So this is how a small child, when left alone with the house, fulfills his responsibility, his duty. Though it was tough for him being a small child, but he did it. Right, my children? So our chapter ends up here. We will start with the exercises in the next video. Okay? Thank you.